Okay, you guys have been asking, is my new Samsung monitor, the M8 monitor, is it better than my old green iMac? The short answer is no, but it depends. So let's backtrack a little bit. So over the past year, I have had 4 different monitors. I started with a Samsung 32-inch curved monitor, but I returned it because I really hated the curve. And I returned it and I bit the bullet and I got my green iMac that I loved so much. It was just the perfect computer. But after a few months of having the iMac, I really missed having a laptop. I missed having the portability of having a laptop because the iMac was my full-time computer. I really couldn't stomach the thought of paying for an iMac and a MacBook Pro because that was essentially having 2 computers and it just felt very unnecessary. So I decided to sell my iMac and get a desktop monitor that I could plug into a laptop. So I sold my iMac, I got my MacBook Pro, and I got a Dell monitor, and I liked that monitor. It was good. It didn't have the best speakers and I wasn't a huge fan of the way it looked, but it served the purpose that I wanted. And then I saw the Samsung M8 monitor and I was like, am I really going to buy another monitor? Am I really going to sell this again? But I couldn't resist. And so I sold the Dell monitor, I bought this one, and that brings us to the topic of this video. So with this monitor, I could get the functionality that I needed, the aesthetic, clean look that I wanted, all at a much better price than an iMac or a Studio Display from Apple. But it's been a few weeks now and I've been using it, so I'm excited to talk to you guys about it. And towards the end of the video, I'll share with you who I think would love this monitor and who I think maybe this monitor wouldn't be the best pick. First, let's state the obvious. This monitor is so stunning. It's slim and clean and just looks incredible on your desk. You can adjust the height too, which is a nice touch, and overall the aesthetic of this monitor is on point, which if you watch any of my content, you know that I can't resist. This monitor starts at $699 for white and $729 for the rest of the colors, which is definitely more pricey than other monitors on the market, but it is a fraction of the price of the iMac, which is priced at $1,299, and the Studio Display, which is priced at $1,599. But you also want to keep in mind that the iMac is a fully baked computer, so you are not going to need a laptop on the side. You can just purchase that and have your computer and monitor all in one. But on the other hand, the Pro Display and the Studio Display from Apple, I think they're both called, I'm terrible with remembering the names of all of this damn technology, but both of those, the Pro Display and the Studio Display, are not fully baked computers. So that's just something to keep in mind. Moving on to some of the features, you get a 32-inch screen, which I think is the perfect size for a medium to large size desk. It comes in 4 gorgeous pastel colors. It's very similar to the iMac colors, which I have to imagine they did on purpose, but it's very aesthetically pleasing nonetheless. You also have built-in speakers, which are pretty good, nothing crazy impressive, but definitely better than monitors I've had in the past. I think my iMac still takes the cake on that front though. Now let's talk about the 60 Hz screen. This is a very hot topic in my TikTok unboxing that I did for this monitor. People were very upset about the 60 Hz screen and people were just very enraged. So unless you know what to look for to compare a 60 Hz screen to a 120 Hz screen, you probably aren't going to notice. And only the newest iPads, MacBooks, iPhones have a 120 Hz screen, which is very nice. If you are looking for that and you want to pay extra for that, I think that's awesome. But for most people, I don't think you're going to notice. If you're the type of person who is doing any hardcore gaming or anything like that, you will probably notice a difference. But for me, I've played Animal Crossing on here and Zelda. I don't notice any difference at all. I've heard people complain about the color accuracy on this monitor, but I truly have not noticed anything bad. Maybe the colors are a little bit washed out if I had to be super picky, but I don't have a keen enough eye for it to really bother me. There are also ways and different devices that you can use to calibrate the colors if that's something you're really concerned about. This monitor also doubles as a TV. It comes with a remote and you can watch Netflix, YouTube, and other streaming services by connecting the monitor to Wi-Fi. Personally, I have not yet used the TV functionality on this monitor just because it is in my office space that I use for just working. But I will say that if I had this whenever I had roommates and I had my own room, I would have loved having this as like a work by day and TV by night screen setup. I think it's great if, like I said, you have roommates, you have your own room, your own space, you want to watch TV in your room at night by yourself while also having like a work setup. And it is still a nice feature, and I do think a lot of people will get use out of that. The display shows up on AirPlay as well, so you can AirPlay different things from Apple devices right to the screen too. I can even connect my Nintendo Switch and play games like Animal Crossing and Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh, there's my horse. What's good? Oh man, I might have screwed up. Oh shoot. Ah! Oh. And the transition from gaming system to TV back to computer is all super seamless. So I asked you guys on Instagram what questions you had about this monitor, and one of the most popular questions was how I connect it to my laptop. So I'm going to show you how I do that. Okay, so here's how I connect my laptop to the monitor. So I have this little laptop stand that I got from Amazon, and I just place my laptop in there, and it comes with a USB cord. It comes with a USB-C cord. This one I bought because, why did I get it separately?
White.
Oh.
The one that comes with black.
It's more aesthetic. I got one that's more aesthetically pleasing, but it does come with one with the monitor, and I just plug it right into my laptop and it connects. And then back here, this is where I place my Nintendo Switch. It also comes with these cords, and it's HDMI to a micro HDMI. And this is how I connect my gaming. I think Marquez Brownlee, or MKBHD on YouTube, explained it best in his podcast. There are going to be people who will be really excited about this monitor at this price point and think it's a great alternative to an iMac or a studio display, but then there are going to be the people who think these two aren't even comparable because of how much more technically advanced Apple's software is. But for me, I'm not looking for the most technologically advanced monitor I can find or any high-performance piece of equipment. I'm simply looking for something that I can plug my laptop into for a larger display, something that works seamlessly with my laptop with no lag, has good sharp graphics, has good color accuracy, has decent speakers, and looks aesthetically pleasing on my desk. So did I like my iMac better? Yes. I mean, it's an Apple product. It's an Apple iMac. Of course it's going to be good. It's going to run perfectly. And I loved mine. And I also loved the color green that I had. It was very aesthetically pleasing, but I do love the white of this. I will say, I love the clean white. I'm very happy with this. I did like my iMac, but the thought of having two computers just seemed completely unnecessary for me in my life right now. That being said, I can see a future when I sell this and I get an iMac and I have both, but that won't be for a while. Maybe when I'm, editing or designing a lot more or getting better at it and I need something a little bit more high functioning and high quality. But for right now, this is absolutely perfect for me and what I need. And I would recommend it to anybody who is looking for something that looks similar to an iMac or the studio display, but is at a cheaper price, and who wants some of these additional features like the webcam and TV features and other things like that. I think it's perfect if that is what you're looking for. I hope this helped give you guys some insight on the Samsung M8 monitor. I am loving it. I'm so happy that I got it. Let me know if you guys have any questions below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.